Who's ready for Sonic? Huh? Kids love Sonic the Hedgehog. And I love raising money for the children. This is me, twitch.tv/arbitrarywater, the internet's #1 Sonic enthusiast. Who's ready for some fishing? I hope you like fishing. And I ain't talking about stealing people's personal information on the internet by sending them dodgy emails.
Select a file. Select your character.
Hold on, Froggy. I'm coming.
Okay, Froggy. I'm coming. D&D ended early today because someone had to go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Hello.
Hello, Justin. You find yourself in
your
yonder dungeon. The dungeon forces you to do a bad version of Sega bass fishing.
I mean, a little while ago, like last night, in Tales, you play a bad version of Space Harrier, so...
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You have to do that
Just,
for both
in
Tales and
Sonic's,
Sonic.
in Sonic's, you play a bad version of Pinball.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Froggy, is that true? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy.
Have you been smoking that there ganja? I heard.
What's up with the tail?
Froggy.
Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm!
Froggy, no!
What's wrong with you?
You are a godless creature, hated by all!
For years. Froggy! Wait up! Oh dear.
Froggy. Anyway,
Anyway, are you ready to control this big motherfucker with Sonic control?
Yoo-hoo, Froggy!
oh, you know
Come
I
out,
am.
come out wherever you are.
It's Big the Cat time, motherfucker.
Oh, man. When could my
Just this
Pollywog
awful
power
acceleration
be
on this
anyway?
massive dude who's like 3 times as big as everyone else.
Well, unfortunately, we won't get to see Big the Cat again until Sonic Heroes, so we gotta make the most of it. Because, the people...
Oh, Froggy, Froggy, there you are.
let's see how. Let me just see how far Relkin is with Suikoden 3. Okay,
Wait,
he's.
don't run away.
Oh, he thinks
Making
he's
his
gonna
way.
be.
Go under
He
that
thinks he's
car.
gonna be done
What's
tonight. That's
wrong?
adorable. I don't think he is.
How long is the
Oh.
end of that game?
Or maybe this is the last strategic battle. Anyway. One of the great things about the Dreamcast controller is that it sucks ass.
It's good for Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. Oh, I'd believe that.
It's probably also good for fighting games.
Maybe
No?
some fighting games. Anyway,
I
welcome to
can't
Twinkle
believe
Park.
it launched. I can't believe that controller launched with only one analog stick.
I just don't think...
Welcome to
You have to
Twinkle
remember,
Park.
the DualShock didn't come out until 98.
I don't know. I feel like it should have been pretty obvious pretty quickly that one analog stick wasn't going to be enough.
The concept of dual camera control was not a
Gold-
thing yet.
Okay, here's the thing. GoldenEye had that. You had to plug in two different N64 controllers to do it, but you could do that.
Alright, where's my friend Froggy? I got a fish for him.
Something's biting.
I don't know which button I'm supposed to hold.
I hated this as a kid. This one campaign is the reason why I only finished this game once. I played it a bunch, but I only actually finished it once.
No, you don't. No, you don't, motherfucker. I'ma fish you. Fish. Oh. I died. Because you die
Like-
if you don't catch a fish!
It's like that bit in Final Fantasy VI. Anyway. Except it's not you that dies, it's Sid.
Yeah. Oh, there's Froggy. He's on the other side. Oh, God. Why do I only sneeze when I'm on stream? And now it's too late. Anyway. Hey, Froggy. Hey, bud. Hey, you want this, bro? You want this? Yeah. Lionheart, how are you doing? Joku's not streaming Mafia, so... Froggy, get this shit. Yeah, that's right.
This is so much worse than Knuckles
fuck!
finding.
Ah, fuck me! Ah! If only I had the Sega Bass Fishing controller.
Something's biting. I got a fish.
I got a fish. Have I ever caught the Hylian Loche? I think I got whatever fucking, piece of heart I needed to get in Ocarina from fishing. Froggy. Hey, Froggy. Froggy, bud. Froggy, buddy. Ah! What's the best fishing minigame? I'm not... The The best fishing minigame is the one I can ignore. Next question.
Fishing minigames are like romance subplots in RPGs. They are all garbage.
Listen, people love.
Something's biting.
Something's biting. Nope, you ain't getting away from me, you dastardly frog. Imagine being the kid who was like, no, the fishing's great. Did that kid exist?
I never
Outside
understood.
of certain forums?
Like, Sega made a good fishing game. They did. They made maybe the greatest fishing game in the history of fishing games, right?
Fuck!
Sega Bass Pro. Why not just take that engine and put it in the Sonic?
I mean, isn't that kind of what they're doing here?
Yeah, but they're putting in like a weird level progression and plus like specific targets, whereas with Sega Bass Pro, you just cast and shit comes to you. Sega Bass Pro's good.
You find yourself in yonder fishing pond.
Also, the camera angles in Sega Bass Pro are dynamic and not at all like fucking
And not
a huge impediment.
nightmare Sonic Adventure camera angles. Hey, Froggy. Hey.
Killed frog.
If you reel it in too quickly, he... Imagine being the design... Hey, grab this. Am I supposed to yank it?
So Sega.
Sega. Jeff Rude. Come onto my program. No. Okay, now I do have to do some sort of input. Hey, come get this. Come get this. Rug. Oh, this is going to be the entire stream, isn't it?
Is this? Are you not even gonna finish Big the Cat?
No, I have to finish the video game.
No, I meant like today.
I'm going to try. I don't have to work tomorrow. What else am I going to play? Metaphor Refantasio?
Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve? Suikoden 3? Alright. Is this easier on a GameCube controller? Maybe.
No.
No, I'm going
Stocks on a
against
GameCube controller as well.
I mean, the GameCube controller also stinks, but that's not a controversial opinion, my dude. The GameCube
No, I'm not.
controller is
I
good
like-
exclusively
I like the
for
game.
Nintendo games.
I like the GameCube controller. It's a good controller.
So, anyways, guys have any feelings or preferences on what you'd like to do when we're done with Icewind Dale?
What would you like to do? You've been the one complaining about 5e.
Yeah, but you're my players. I've said before, the things I would be interested in doing are like either some sort of OSR game, like a Dungeon Crawl Classics or an Old School Essentials, or Shadow Dark. I would also accept even, what if we did 4th edition? What if we didn't pay money for a bunch of 4th edition PDFs, and also every combat still took an hour, but this time there was tactics? I don't actually know if I want to run 4th edition.
I mean, you're playing a game that basically, till you reach like level 8, everything dies.
Froggy, my man. Come get the... How are we feeling?
This guide says, like, once he bites your line, you need to push the down button.
Oh. Of course!
I don't know what that means.
You press
I
down
haven't played this in over 20 years.
on the stick.
And then it says to hold the jump button to reel quickly.
Yeah, there's slow reel and fast reel. So, how's everyone else doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, so I would want to do something, you know, in the high lethality, you lose your character, getting to level 5 is an accomplishment sort of bullshit. Whether or not that bullshit is 5e adjacent, or if it's just D&D basic with more streamlined rules, or if it's fucking DCC.
Something's biting.
And
this time, Raiden does kill us on a consistent basis.
yeah, I apparently only kill people. Basically, yeah. Or do you want weird Gonzo old D&D? Because, listen, I'd be interested in, like, trying to run an actual campaign with DCC. Get my dumb
that
homebrew
already.
instincts.
Okay, it's been a couple of years, but we did it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we ran a whole adventure, and I feel like that went pretty well. Oh, anyway, we got Froggy. And then, when we went back, before we did this, someone decided, haha, what if I just trivialized the final fight?
I
Because,
don't remember that second DCC run we did.
yeah, the Beakmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it vaguely.
Do you remember someone using 20 points of spell burn to win the game?
Not really.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I did it. I caught Froggy. Now I just need to do this 4 more times. I got a lure power-up. Now my lure is better.
Well, is it easier if you just hold down? Like, did that change anything?
It's also just knowing when to... knowing when to, let off. Or switch to the slower reel in.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Big the Cat is hidden in the background in multiple cutscenes. And in Sonic Adventure DX, Cream the Rabbit shows up in the background in a couple scenes. But yeah, I would like all of you... I mean, fuck, I would not be against running Pathfinder with the very clear caveat that I ain't doing a homebrew adventure with Pathfinder. I have enough...
I honestly feel like that with the current version of Pathfinder 2E, that's always been the biggest criticism, is that making homebrew shit for 2E sucks.
Trying to balance encounters with the way that Pathfinder 2E is set up is a nightmare.
They also don't make it easy for you.
Like, I would not be against running a Pathfinder adventure path, or at least, 1/6 of it. 1/6. Or even going back to Pathfinder 1 because I hate myself. And I love it when my players have a laundry list of things they want to...
If Pathfinder 1E is a lot like Wrath of the Righteous, I won't let a computer
It
do
is
all
that,
of that,
baby. That's what that is.
I want to let a computer do all of that.
You do have a computer. It's called Roll20.
A functioning computer to do all that.
It's called... I could ask my friend if his Foundry server still works. Froggy. Yeah, Cream the Rabbit is now a deep cut, because even the weird Sonic perverts are like, who?
Something's biting.
Yay. Alright. I lied. We're gonna finish this. And then I can finally get on to doing whatever else I... Dubious RPGs, question mark? I need to make art for that. I have art ideas. And I may or may not commission someone to do art for that. Either I'm going to make a shitty Photoshop, or I'm going to pay someone to make a good drawing. I think both would be equally good. Anyway, I was just looking for my friend Froggy.
Uh-huh. Well, John St. John needed work.
Yeah, it's not like there weren't 18 Duke Nukem games coming out on PlayStation during this time.
I mean,
John
they
St. John
weren't.
did a lot, but he did a lot more voice acting than Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, Froggy. Oh no, he's got my little buddy. He's got my little buddy. Whoa! Glad I found you.
Oops.
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
This to me is the human experience. You spend your time trying to fish for your friend Froggy. But oh.
Sorry, if I had only held on tighter.
And then Tails is like, sorry. Who's your favorite C-tier Sonic the Hedgehog character? Mine is Blaze the Cat.
I don't know.
I would also accept Silver the Hedgehog.
Who's that alligator guy from?
Vexter the Alligator. Knuckles the
Wasn't there a giant bee in
Charmy Bee?
in Sonic Heroes?
Blaze is like B- tier. I guess
My
Blaze
my favorite C tier Sonic character is Metal Sonic.
kids love.
None of the kids know who Metal Sonic is.
Well, they will in the next Sonic movie.
As far as everyone is concerned, Metal Sonic was in Sonic CD, and that's it.
Hey, Metal Sonic is the bad guy in Sonic Heroes.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's the power
But yeah, he
rod.
lost his job to Shadow.
You are
Anyway,
no longer
now I have the
trusting
Power
defeat.
Rod. See, I remember.
I just like fishing.
Yeah. And yeah, he becomes Metal Overlord in Sonic Heroes. And then you fight him in Shadow Generations. He's like, I used to be cool. And Shadow's like, you're not as cool as me. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. And you're like, well, can't argue with that logic. Also in Shadow Generations, God, that fight against Mephiles. Where he's just like, I will exist in your timeline again, Shadow. And Shadow's like, I don't even know who you are, but you seem lame. Metal Sonic was also a boss in Sonic Mania. Anyway, I'm gonna say Bean the Dynamite also. Another, I believe a Sonic the Fighters.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing
Which characters
soon.
were in Sonic 3D Blast?
Sonic.
Sonic and Dr. Robotnik.
Tails and Knuckle.
So the expected handful.
Yeah. Sonic 3D Blast is bad.
I mean, yes, I know.
Like, even as a kid with Sonic Mega Collection. I love that Sonic's here and he's like,
That robot! I'd better go after Amy!
that robot! I'd better go after Amy!
That robot! I'd better go after Amy!
Anyway, Have you seen my friend Froggy? I need to find him.
Boing. Do we need to go back to Blue Sky Dreamcast vibes?
I mean, at least it was a vibe, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's very much the most like Y2K. Hell yeah, it's the 90s. Let's party. Anyway, time to fish.
The frog you are looking for is up ahead.
Death to my enemies.
Alright, we gotta find the frog. I know there's a speed run trick. Oh, here he is.
Speaking of the whole Blue Sky aesthetic, I feel like games in general, like WWK pointed this out. There's a lot of games in general from like the late 90s to early 2000s that did the whole tropical setting. Like Chrono Cross, FF10, this. I could probably think of some others. Jak and Daxter 1. We had another Crab's Treasure last year. Does that fit?
I mean, in that game, the currency
You're
is
mostly-
microplastics. And you're going to weird, fucked up, polluted parts of the ocean. No. No, you may not. You are not crap. You are not Froggy. Froggy. Froggy, take the bait. It's for you.
It's better for Motion Engine. I think it's part of the. I think it's partly this color palette worked better with those consoles. I also think that developers were
More optimistic.
happy to be able to produce these water effects.
The big bite.
I think that's part of it. I just think
Fuck
like
you,
being,
robot fish. I don't care about you. I only wish for my friend Froggy.
I don't hate any of the other things I've seen you do in this game. I hate this.
Because it's like a shitty fishing minigame.
It's slow and obnoxious, and it looks like it's painful to control.
It is. It's for the children. Also, the thing I'll say about, yeah, this game kind of breaks whenever you are trying anything that is not Froggy. Froggy, come get this, you motherfucker.
Something's biting.
Froggy. Was this put
Was
in
this-
so you couldn't beat this in rental? No, I think it's literally just people at Sega
Not too bad.
were very good at making ideas that no one wanted. Except weirdos and weebs.
What was the development turnaround on this game?
Let's see.
Like, is this a case where they had a lot of great ambitions and then got like halfway through development and then
No, hold on
Sega was
there.
like, we need this
Come
done
back, please.
by a year sooner than originally thought.
when did they finish Knights? Because I feel like Knights
Nights into Dream. Nights into Dream in
19
Japan.
into
96.
Dreams was finished in 95.
Yeah.
And then they made
It released
Burning Rangers, which was like a late night was like a 98 release. So, yeah, I have to imagine most of like they started working on this after
Froggy?
Case says you can make games in a year back then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
To me,
counter that by
no.
saying that crunch was worse then than it is now.
also Japan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Smells like Froggy.
motherfucking look, like, just read about what the development was for Panzer Dragoon Saga. People
Yeah,
committed
people
suicide. People genuinely committed suicide because the development was so fraught and stressful.
Yeah.
Your friend is in the hot shelter. Hurry up.
I mean,
and rescue
this is
him.
just guessing. But I don't think the people behind this were like bad game developers. This
No.
seems like
All
they
the-
put together what they could.
Well, let's. I mean, I think the elephant in the room is that this was not a solved thing.
No,
Yeah, like
3D games
3D
were not
platforming
yeah,
and fully 3D worlds were not everyone was still trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was
on
trying to
top of
get
that,
at.
you're trying to have the momentum of the old school 2D Sonic games while being fully 3D. Like, that shit was not solved.
That's what I was trying to get at. Like, this game is trying to do a lot in a time where almost none of the things this game is doing were being done by anyone else.
And the reading about it, like, the whole idea of the Big the Cat thing is like, okay, so Sonic is going to be overwhelming for a lot of, especially kids. So we have to create levels that are slower, like deliberately slower. And maybe more mini-game focused to make them, feel like they have a break. Problem is, everything.
Ah, there's Froggy. Looks like he needs my help.
There's Froggy.
That said, I think I still really like the music in this game.
Oh yeah, it's good music. Like I said, it's
the
significantly
most
better
Sega
than
Sound Team
2.
ass music.
Sure. I don't know. The Sega soundtrack and Sega Sound Team soundtrack for Panzer Dragoon Saga, though.
Yeah,
That shit's
but that's
fucking
not Sega. That's
baller.
not like Sega vibes.
No. But it's just good.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah. I mean, listen, Sega Jazz Fusion, pretty good.
okay. Hear me out. What if you did some dancing? All right.
What if Daytona?
What if you had to do dancing in a very hard rhythm game because rhythm games were made for CRTs back then, and you had to do rhythm game wacky adventures in space, and Michael Jackson was there.
God.
By the way, hey, remember?
Remember Samba de Amigo?
Samba de Amigo had goddamn Maraca controllers.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yes. We're together again at last, huh?
I am.
Huh?
Huh?
That's strange.
Oh man, I must have taken the edible too early. It's really kicking in now. Anyway,
Where am
Chris, what if I told
Froggy?
you that
Mhm.
I bought a Nemi Nightmare plush because they
Oh,
start-
god damn
they
it, you
did-
got them before I could because I was in work.
No, they did they're doing pre-orders now for back order. So you too can
All right,
get a
all
plush of everyone's favorite gaming tape
know,
here.
Wow.
Sonic Adventure
They really
Development
aren't
started
hiding the
Saturday,
fact,
April
like,
97.
now the Hollow Live Clips channels are like clipping her show, and it's like, boy, the secret PL part of VTuber sure is out of the window now, huh?
I mean,
Just me?
she barely was
So
pretending.
these are the 7 emeralds.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I was gonna say,
She had a lot of stuff ready to go in a way that makes me think, boy, she must have been
She
planning
probably-
this for a while.
yeah, she probably was planning shit. Anyways, like, when I look back at, like, Sega things that feel like, this is part of the reason why I really hope that they make another Sonic Racing's All-Stars.
Yeah.
Because that last game,
Sonic Team Racing, meh.
The controller itself.
but
Bleh.
All-Star Racing Transformed?
That's a hell of a game. And it also reminds
Where
me
they
of Sega
had
properties that don't
They,
exist
they
anymore.
had a Blue Dragon, which is a Panzer Dragoon reference. They had a fucking character from Company of Heroes in Total War.
Yeah, in the PC version, they had
They had Football
Manager
fucking Manager.
and Danica Patrick, who believes in lizard people.
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this
Yeah,
place.
fucking. Yeah, the fact that that PC version of the game had a Company of
If
Heroes
something happens
And Team
now,
Fortress.
character
there's no point
and
to
a
my
Total War
rescuing you.
crossover
I don't
and a
know who
Football
would
Manager
bother to save
and
us
a Team
both.
Fortress crossover. Man, just make another one of those, please. Please?
We better get
Sumo
going,
Digital's
buddy.
busy.
With what?
Emergency
Uh,
has been canceled. Resuming monorail operation.
Aren't they making... No, wait, no. Let's see.
I'm looking this up.
What
Oh,
is
they're
Sumo
also-
Digital working on?
No, okay, their Twitter account seems to be saying, hey, it's cool that Nintendo has finally revealed that Switch 2, huh?
Gee, I wonder why. I wonder what games they could... No, what was the last... Okay, yeah, they made this game in a year and a half. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay, let's look at Sumo Digital after Racing Transformed.
Because I
Moshi
know
Monsters
they helped
gets
work on the
released.
Forza Horizon games.
Little Big Planet 3, Snake
Right.
Pass, Crackdown 3, Team Sonic Racing,
Yeah.
Sackboy, A Big Adventure, Hood, Outlaws and Legends, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Stampede, Racing Royale, Death Sprint, 6-6, Critter Cafe.
Okay,
and their
so a
port
lot of
jobs-
support studio work.
And their port jobs were making those Forza Horizon games for other platforms. And then also they did the Nintendo Switch port for Payday 2. Oh, fuck, that's right. They were also working as a co-developer. Oh, wow, this is fucking Depression Central. Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna
you
start
gotta
at
keep the lights
2015.
on.
I'm going to start at 2015. Games co-developed Disney Infinity 3.0.
Sure.
Xbox Fitness, Hitman, Hitman 2, Hot Shot Racing, Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5, Call of Duty Vanguard.
To escape. I'm right on time.
Hogwarts
Grab him.
Legacy.
Get that frog.
And this is their actual
Don't
last
forget
credit,
The Chaos Emerald.
other than Stampede Racing Royale, which seems to be some sort of like indie racing game that runs on their normal engine. This is their last true credit. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Okay, so they helped with that too. So yeah, keeping the lights on.
Kind of like Aspire.
Or Iron Galaxy. Mario 64 was made in about 22 months. Yeah!
All right, and now for the frog. The frog is possessed by your tail. Once you get your tail, you'll
Why is he
be
doing the
complete
blowjob
and
motion?
Ultra strong.
Why is he jerking off? Hey, Robotnik, why are you jerking off in
Gets
your
off
egg?
on...
Oh, yeah, baby.
He
I'm
loves
like
it when
fucking frogs.
things... I'm not even going to make a Vor joke.
Yeah, I mean, the frog is getting bored.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all people who are horny.
That I said things that you were thinking. Don't even lie.
I'm sorry to all the people who are horny.
I make no apologies. I've been jerking
But,
off while you've been streaming
it
ever
is
since
not
the
one of-
start.
It is not one of my things.
It's funny that she picked that she wanted to be a tapir. I think that tapirs are fucking horrendous, awful-looking monsters. They're
Oh, I
goblins
think
in real
tapirs
life.
are fun.
They fucking look like... I mean, they're scary-looking monsters.
Yeah, they're like elephants, but small and evil.
Yeah, they're evil. They're also
But they
endangered
also have
species.
cloven hoofs.
Don't worry, we'll get you
I wonder what a
back.
tapir tastes like.
Ask someone from South America who,
I'm pretty sure they're all endangered.
I'll
pretty sure they're
ask this question again. What exotic meat would you eat if you could do it guilt-free? Would the panda taste
Ooh.
delicious?
I think I would want to know what a panda tastes like, but they're always eating the
But is it
eucalyptus
just
leaves.
the forbidden nature of the panda that makes it delicious?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. %. I mean, I
Like,
you're not Gino.
I'm not
Pate is
Gino.
fucking
I'm not.
delicious.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you that man is the ultimate dish.
No. I'm just telling you, pate is fucking delicious. Truly, just mwah, on some crackers and cheese, maybe just salt and pepper with it on a
Yeah,
nice
sure.
water cracker. Oh, it's good pate. I wish I had some pate right now. Also, veal. I don't care what they're doing to make that baby cow meat tender and
did it.
delicious.
I won.
It's good. It's
I
good
won, and
tender
the
baby
camera
meat.
immediately. Yeah, but yeah, I think this game being what it is very much just a case
I
of,
won't let them
hey,
get
guess
you
what?
away again.
This is
Go on and
they
get out of
didn't
here.
know
I'll
how to
do
do
that.
3D yet.
Okay.
The
And
template
also,
hadn't
they
been
wanted a bunch of
established.
different gameplay styles.
Time to get a move on.
Like, you couldn't really turn to another thing and say, ah, yes, we're gonna borrow the ideas from that.
Ocarina of
Like,
Time wasn't out yet.
and then even Ocarina of Time doesn't have the speed and momentum with Sonic.
No.
What? Hey, maybe we could
I
use
like
this.
that. I like that Big Steel's
I don't
Tails
know the
playing.
first thing about it. Oh well, I'll give it a
Okay,
try
well, what's
anyway.
your favorite forbidden meat?
What meat would I like to try? Well, of course, you know, in some islands off the coast of Papua New Guinea, they call it the long pig. No, I don't actually want to eat human meat. Just as
No,
a-
it sounds like it would cause horrible neurological disorders.
yeah. I hear rattlesnake is a fun, weird meat.
Yeah, snake is fine.
or gator.
Oh yeah, alligator, shark,
Anyway,
swordfish.
I did it. I beat Big the Cat. We only have E102 Gamma left.
So the robot stuff in this game is not nearly as bad as the robot stuff in the second
well, yeah,
game
because the
there's
levels
so
are
much
way
more
smaller.
of it. Yeah. Also, there's so much more of the robot shit in too.
Yeah,
Not only
there
are
are
the
a lot of
worlds bigger-
Eggman has a lot of levels.
God.
Yeah, but we beat Big the Cat in under an hour. Even not counting the wait time. So
He's just so happy to have his frog friend.
it's just so.
God, this is such a jam too.
Yeah, as a kid, I didn't like these vocal themes,
Now you appreciate.
and
them
now
with
I'm
age.
like, actually, this is the perfect level of cheese. Like Big the Cat having like this weird like surf rock under. About, yeah, but boy, you sure just do get 4 fishing levels, and then you're good.
So, just to review, what are the games that Sega is reviving now? It's Crazy Taxi, it's
Shinobi,
Shinobi,
let me look it up.
Crazy Taxi.
Alright. A new Golden Axe, a new Jet Set, and a new Streets of Rage.
Okay. So what would that leave in terms of like? Well, they've also already announced that they're going to do something with Virtua Fighter, not just Roll
Yeah,
Back
they're
or Five.
doing
They're
a
making six.
real 6th Virtua Fighter game.
That leaves Panzer Dragoon,
Never happening.
Burning Rangers,
They should re-release Burning Rangers.
Altered Beast.
No.
Look, you're pressing me to talk about like classic Sega franchises. okay?
Burning Rangers, go!
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead 2 Remake just came out.
Oh right, Space Harrier.
Jeff Rude's favorite game, Space Harrier. I think...
Trying to think of other things. Puyo Puyo. Now Puyo Puyo always comes back every now and
Yeah,
again.
they put out a Puyo Puyo every few years.
What's the other stuff I'm thinking? Oh, like fucking Sakura Wars. They keep making Sakura Wars
well,
games.
they
don't
brought
bring them
back
here.
Sakura Wars
Yeah.
after,
And then didn't
you know,
sell.
and then that game bombed. They had, oh yeah, Shining Force.
Hiko the Dolphin's coming out.
They should see if I was Sega, and I'm not, unfortunately.
Knights, whatever.
If I was Sega, I would be like, "Hey, motherfuckers, we're putting out a Saturn collection."
Yeah, they're never gonna do that because apparently they've lost the source code to most of their Saturn games.
Yeah.
Is what's been scuttled.
But also, it would be easy for them to do Saturn emulation because they made the damn Saturn. You would think
would it surprise you to know
that
that,
Japanese developers didn't take care of their source code?
Yeah, but no, looking at like the most valuable IPs sales-wise, I think I didn't realize that like Total War has actually outsold all of them,
Yeah.
and even Persona and Shin Megami Tensei.
Part of that is because
It's existed for 30 plus years unstopped.
part of that is because Suyatsu, I think the song is amazing.
So
I think part of that is they put out a Total War game every year for like
or some
until
version of
last
it,
year.
some version, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you
now
could say Napoleon is just an expansion for Empire, and Attila
honestly,
was
I think the way
expansion
that
for
they
Rome
changed
too.
the way that Napoleon campaign works and some of the mechanics, like I prefer to play Napoleon over fucking Empire because Empire's boring as shit.
Yeah.
Do you think that you see Alex Kidd come back? Alien Syndrome. I mean, they're not making any fucking Ace Combat games, so make an afterburner.
I mean, Ace Combat 7 apparently has sold like.
Well, no, it's sold well. It's just they haven't made a follow up for a while.
Yeah, they haven't made a follow up to.
So Phantasy Star's coming back. No, it's not. It's not.
It's
dead.
not.
It's
No,
fucking inventory.
PSO2 is doing exactly what they wanted
No,
to.
I'm saying, what if they made a classic Phantasy Star game, non-PSO? Never gonna happen. Ever. I would predict that we see a new Sword of Vermilion game before we see a classic
I'm your
Phantasy
brilliant
Star.
creator, Dr. Robotnik. You're the second of my E100 model machines.
Anyway, we're gonna learn about the robot.
Codename
The robot's going to learn about love.
Gamma.
That's right. You will now obey only me.
What about like the non-Virtua Fighter Virtua games?
No.
Because fucking Topspin is dead. You could make a Virtua Tennis. People would play it. Are you saying that cancel culture is forever? You could never make a Virtua Cup?
The shooting range is through this door. Your big brother.
I mean, I'm literally playing
E101
Ready or Not
Beta
right now.
Is there practicing.
Which,
Enter Gamma. You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
Do you HD 2D or do you Xenoblade? I think they should. I think if they remade Phantasy Star 1, 2, and 4.
Destroy the sonic target. Destroy the targets, and you'll get extra time.
That's right, there's a whole timer mechanic here.
Honestly, like the whole point, WK, I think, of this new initiative is that all of these retro games are going to be quick. They're going to be kind of like indie games.
You get
Indie games in terms of scope and scale.
You get
They're
way
gonna be
forward
quick.
to make another 2D Streets of Rage.
And considering how Sega seems to be one of the few Japanese developers that actually is on board with it, I bet all of those games fucking release on Game Pass. They did basically make the entire fucking Yakuza franchise available on Game Pass.
Good
Yeah.
job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes.
Oh, you're gonna pay us money to put all of this old shit that we made years ago on your platform? Like, you're gonna pay a royalty for us? Sure, go ahead, take it. Pay us. Fuck you, but pay us our money.
I also think because they have divested themselves of a lot of their Western PC developers, because they got
Other
rid
than
of
the ones that
Amplitude,
make money.
they let both Amplitude and Relic
walk.
walk. And
So yeah, their Western studios are basically Sports Interactive, which does the Football Manager series, and then Creative Assembly, right?
yeah,
I put my bets on Beta, but I owe you at least a fair chance.
Yeah. Well, and who knows? It's one of those things where Total War. I wonder what they're going to do with Total War after the double whammy of Pharaoh, and then because as I wrote in my blog, I feel like they have managed to do a lot of make good.
Mm-hmm. So
with Thrones of Decay and Omens of Destruction.
The weird thing is, did you see that you know how tabletop Warhammer Fantasy is basically back because they realized the fantasy people didn't actually play Sigmar. God damn it. I guess we'll have 3 communities now.
Yeah.
But they've basically announced that they're going to bring Grand Cathay to that fantasy, and they're going to be heavily borrowing from the game.
Yep.
Basically admitting that, this video game actually fleshed out the story to this faction that you guys have been asking for in a way that we might as well just use it.
But here's the other thing. The other thing of note is they tease that they're adding Estalia as a separate faction.
Good. I know. I saw that. I mean, good, because that entire area of the map, as we've said, is dead.
What if they made a Dogs of War faction back for Total War?
What if? What if you made a mercenary-based faction and then had a good mercenary system?
Mr. Maneater. It's almost like they put a bunch of mercenary mechanics in with him.
I mean, you have the mechanics. That part of the map is literally empty as shit.
Yeah.
It needs Ind. It needs Japan. Like,
I
think
that with Dogs of War, you can set people wherever.
Yeah. I think that with Warhammer, I think they're in it a lot longer than what they were predicting.
I think, if you had asked me after Shadows of Change how much longer they'd be doing it, I'd be like, they got a year. They got a year. They're gonna put out like the rest, what they have planned, and they're done.
This frog is absolutely vital to my plans.
But no,
but now I'm like,
that was the plan a year ago. That plan is
and then Thrones of Decay did very well for them, and I believe Omens of Destruction probably did similarly well. Although probably not as well because people can't just pick the Empire.
And I mean, they did just have to write off a giant debacle of a video game.
Yeah, they had to write off a $100 million boondoggle. So I wonder if they stick. It seems like Pharaoh's Dynasties.
I've always said it's hard to judge because that game would have at least had a chance
if it was $40 at launch.
If it was $40 and they just said Legends, that's literally all they needed to do.
They just called it a Saga game. Yeah.
Saga, sorry.
Yeah.
Instead, they built it as a Total War historical game, sold it for $60, and
it's
it fucking
clearly
tanked.
Being built off of Troy.
They even sent it to Sophia.
Yeah, like it's the same studio as Troy.
Like, that was super unfair to them.
Now they're a support studio on Total Warhammer. And also, the other thing that I think they did that was actually like genuinely smart was they said, we're making all this shit just for Immortal Empires now because we're not dumb.
Frog capture complete.
We're not dumb. We know how few of you play Realms of Chaos.
Do you think that okay, you say your thing first.
So I from what I understand, at least for Warhammer 2, like implementing some of that stuff in both Mortal Empires and the Vortex was took a lot more work. Than you would expect.
Must determine location.
All right, but hear me out.
Okay.
Do you think they can ever get the constructed Demon Prince to not be shitty?
No.
Do you think that that's ever gonna happen?
It's not even just that. I think that campaign is fucking hard. Because you don't have any bonuses.
Well, you don't have any bonuses because you have to find them and grind them out.
Yeah, because
and
they
get
are
them.
all tied to your character's level. And there's no tech tree.
Yeah.
And you are competing for space with Epidemius, and then you have to deal with Malice.
And you have Chaos units.
And you cannot get access to higher tier Chaos units until you put enough points.
So that, to me, look, I think that you can solve the problem of, like, that sort of balance by just giving them better units, and that's fine.
I mean,
I'm more talking about...
I think the Demon Prince should be more powerful as a baseline, or should start with a better army. And I think that would make the beginning of that campaign way more manageable.
Sure, but my thing is like, I think that there's something about the idea of needing to build your character over time that's just not a good start in the first place.
But yeah, fundamentally, I think the Demon Prince campaign
I see you must not be one of them, huh?
is
Did you
I think
notice
it's
the
just
presence
bad.
guarding these children? He's a very loving and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue seeing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home. It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
Yeah, it's I mean, you know, lower level demon units, pink horrors, and blooders ain't bad.
This frog's the one we want. No, here's the real one. My frog is the right one.
Ah, dummies, 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 dummies! None of you got the right one.
I think
We must find the frog with Chaos's tail.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just...
the next DLC is gonna be Slaanesh. It's probably gonna be High Elves, and then my guess is Grand Cathay with the Monkey King for the third.
Ooh.
Because that way you have.
I think in between that, you maybe start introducing new factions or new nations.
I think
or
I
a
think
part
we
of
get
it.
one new faction this year.
per
That is my
pack.
prediction, because it's
Okay.
been 2 years since. Because Chaos Dwarfs were 2 years ago.
I guess that's the weird thing is like they promised that they were going to expand the number of factions similar or at the same pace that they did when they did 2, and they absolutely haven't.
They also say plans change.
You'll find a girl.
Bro, yeah, like, I mean, well, the whole problem there was the fact that the game released too hot and they were on damage control for what felt like an entire year.
Yeah. I don't know if we ever get Ind and Kuresh, or if we just get those parts of the map open.
Is this the one?
I mean, the problem is that the entire map there is just a
Well,
giant
yeah,
void of
I
nothing.
think we're also just running out of space. in a way that I think they're going to open that stuff sooner rather than later.
Give me a Snakeman faction.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Koresh is in Blood Bowl now.
Mm-hmm. Give me
So
some evil
they've
snakes.
made those miniatures.
Snakes.
But yeah, my guess is
Raid and Blood Bowl is considered non-canonical.
the thing is I do think I think Dogs of War makes sense because you don't have to do a whole lot of work.
No, yeah, you already have a
modeling those
mercenary
new
mechanic.
units. Because you have here's my pitch is you have a core of human units and they're like human mercenary units, you know, pirates. You probably need to do pike and shot because
This is the wrong room.
Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think pike and shot just makes sense.
Italian Americans.
Yeah.
The Italians.
And then here's what I would do. This is my pitch.
What is your pitch, Braden?
Is you have the rest of the roster. You have some of it locked behind a tech tree. So if you get the ogre contracts tech, then you can get man-eaters and probably like Mournfang. And yeah. And then you introduce like one unique mercenary unit for each of those. And then those units can go back into their respective rosters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah.
Give
There,
hands a
that's my
bird.
pitch.
Fine.
Is
Clap, 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 clap.
you
Why
let-
not?
None of your business, why not?
I'll
and
say
also
this.
you can recruit lords and heroes from those factions.
Everything that you're saying and everything we're proposing, probably 2 to 3 year commitment.
Yeah,
You don't even know?
Probably at least 2.
we'll see.
I bet you
I
didn't
Probably
because once again,
stretch it out.
Chaos
You wanna
Wars
do-
were 2 years ago.
Why not help
What
them
is
out
time?
instead?
Chaos Dwarfs are so good.
Yeah, also, I'll say this.
I mean, regular
There's
dwarfs are also really fun now.
You don't just take a bunch of
Why try to save that which is
dwarves and
useless
hit them
to
in the
you?
corner and just buff them until
No, like
he comes towards you.
they gyrocopters are useful now.
I feel sorry
Mhm.
for you. Eggman failed to give you
Now, if
fear.
only the arrow units for another faction were not absolute dog shit.
Wait a minute, Birdie.
Lantern ships fucking suck.
Yeah.
Why do they suck so much? They're slow
because
and
they are
fucking
very
burst in
slow,
fire.
and because of the way that ranged units work,
Get
They're
going.
so
you can
bad.
just target them
Huh?
with
They're so goddamn
Either-
slow too.
either cannons or just arrows, and they'll explode. I mean,
Why are you
Cathay's
not
roster is a
know?
little weird.
Yeah,
I think
they're,
so.
They're,
That's
they're
that-
good units. They're good. Their bad units are just avoid.
Like
It is
they're
dangerous
yeah.
here.
So that's where my other pitch is. That's
We'll
why
be
I think
arriving at the
when
Mystic
the next
Ruins
DLC
base
drops
soon.
with Slanesh, High Elves,
So,
third faction's gonna be
you're not
Monkey
like
King.
those other robots.
Mhm.
Because
And he has
then you get monstrous
You
infantry.
truly are a good
for
person
Cathay.
inside, aren't you? I guess
You got
we can
monkey
be friends
warriors,
then.
right?
Take care, okay?
And then they have I think Cathay's I think the Terracotta Warriors or Sentinels are fine, but the Jade and Onyx Lions are useless.
yeah.
I think honestly though, I think hello. Welcome
Hi.
to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gamma, get ready for battle instructions.
Do you want to talk about Sonic then? Hola.
Yeah,
Hi.
we can talk
I'm
about
his
Sonic,
co-host.
I guess, instead of me yelling about Total War.
I mean, it's technically a Sega
It's
franchise.
a Sega property. If you think about it, where's Total War Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh shit!
That's my new pitch. Total War Sonic.
Football Manager.
Football Manager, but it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Hi, yes, hello. We are on,
He's doing the robot stuff before he does the final battle.
have, committed to play one Sonic the Hedgehog game every month for at least the first 5 months of this year because, of Extra Life charity donation goals.
Booster. Press and
So,
hold the
after
jump
this,
button
you're
and
playing
the
Sonic
So in
Adventure
February,
2.
I'm playing Sonic Adventure 2.
God, we're past the halfway point of this month, aren't we?
And
Hate that.
anyway, somewhat super sham. I have terrible news. The video game from 1999
Has
or
bad
1998
camera stuff.
has a bad camera,
I see you've got the jet booster.
but also
Yeah,
I
a
beat
Yakuza
that.
Cross Sonic game? Yes.
Yeah,
They already got all the
Kamurocho, but it's
goddamn-
Sonic breaking people's legs.
They already got those goddamn Sega games and those arcade sequences.
Why don't they do that? Instead
Sonic
of,
Head-
you know,
start
the
breaking people's kneecaps.
yeah, what if Majima was in a Sonic the Hedgehog game?
Oh shit, and he's like running.
Yeah, and
I mean, it
he's
looks like
running.
they're gonna have fun with that Hawaii game, right?
Yeah, I have not played Lad Infinite Wealth,
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
so
Eradicate all of
I
those
don't know how that
menaces.
ends,
Give
but
them all you have.
I do like the idea of Majima being like a pirate just goofing around off the coast of Honolulu. I think that's a fun premise. I'm not going to get that game.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
But yeah, I honestly, I think all of the factions I thought were in a bad spot during the launch of Total War Warhammer 3
Amy?
are in a pretty good place these days.
Hey, Mr. Robot.
I think Kislev needs like a larger rework as far as its core mechanics, but I think their roster's fine. I think Cathay's in a much better spot. I think they just need more lords, honestly.
Amy!
Yeah.
I really don't
Yeah,
get this.
yeah. That's the other fun part about Sonic Adventure is that it's like weirdly jank.
Sonic, look! The egg carrier's losing altitude.
We gotta split! Take Amy and go!
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman! He must be stopped at all costs!
I'll nail that Eggman.
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic. And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here. Why not leave, Eggman, and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be
So,
friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you.
So I
You
think
must
part
miss
of it,
that awful Eggman. Amy, come on!
I think part of the reason why the characters speak the way they do is because they didn't bother redoing the lip flaps. So there's like a dubbing issue. It's like FF10, where they're trying to match
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
the characters' intonations. That is my guess. How many video games actually like go to the trouble of redoing lip flaps and cutscene paces when they localize into English.
Square usually does it,
And
even
it's
when
like,
they,
it's Square.
It's Square. It's sometimes Nintendo.
Yeah, because Square goes out of their way to, like, redo
Like,
the
I mean,
cut-
that Final Fantasy X remaster remake thing had some rough edges, but they actually did put in a lot of work on it.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, 13, they match the lip movements with...
The train headed for Station Square.
Alright, where do I need to
Have
go?
the Stone of Wind. Gusts
we gotta
of
get the
strong
Stone of
winds are
Wind.
known to blow in the caves.
Time to kill my robots. And by that, I mean do a handful more levels. I could beat this game. I feel like the final story will not take very long, but also I'm sure it has too many cutscenes. English was the default language for FF16. I know that. I mean, that's why Clive is voiced by Ben Starr in Tekken and not his Japanese voice actor, as opposed to Noctis. Who was his Japanese voice actor. I think Ben Starr seems like a fun fellow.
He deserves a better Final Fantasy game to lead.
Please look forward to my take on Final Fantasy 16. Noctis loses Caleb.
Hey, maybe an MMO team shouldn't lead a mainline franchise game. Just putting that out there.
Hey,
Controversial take, I
Mishima.
know.
Kazuya Mishima. Boy, you really just
Murder things.
The robot
I mean, this is
is
them
up
attempting to
ahead.
do some sort of weird intermediary Space Harrier thing. Like, you're just
yeah. I
locking
think
on
the
things and
thing
shooting
that
Mission
messes
failed.
me up. Yeah, Lionheart, I know all about your FF7 Rebirth, Vietnam trauma.
more like Afterbirth.
No, Afterbirth is that Binding of Isaac expansion. You're welcome. Yeah, this part is to remind you they made Birding Rangers.
Oh, you know he's the bad guy because he's a blue robot, not a red robot. Also,
No, I'm
this is
saving
the-
them by killing them.
Yeah. Also, this to me kind of felt like some sort of weird Burning Rangers meets like Power Stone thing because the way the camera snaps like that.
I think the thing that...
E-103 Delta. Rescue complete.
Yeah, I rescued them. So I think the thing that really actually knocks me, like, throws me off with this game is realizing how every single other character's level is just, like, it is a segment from Sonic's version of the level. But, you know...
Oh, that's a good question looking back at it. So, like, what's the deal with Gamma? Is he, like, a different robot every time, or is it the same robot that was established here?
No, because Omega was the last of the E-series robots. So Omega's a different robot from Gamma. And Gamma only shows up again in beloved Game Boy Advance Sonic Battle. Everyone's always thinking about Sonic Battle.
Like, look at that skybox. Like, for something from that era, that's a good
No,
Sunset
this
skybox.
like this game is absolutely a technical showpiece. When you compare it to stuff that was on the N64 and PSX and Saturn. Okay. I'll ask the audience at home.
Okay.
I'll make the mistake of asking people for ideas. I'm looking for another game to play now that I've beaten Unicorn Overlord. And, you know, I don't think Ready or Not's gonna actually take that long. So I need to figure out what's my next long game gonna be.
Mini Pop 2.
That's not a long game. Also, I cannot stream that game on Twitch. That
That's
is
why you do with the
explicitly one of
VTubers.
the banned games on Twitch.
That's how the VTubers got around it. You stream on your YouTubes.
Yeah, you stream on YouTube like Rene.
Oh goddamn.
Rainy. I like all of them holo IDs, even the ones who don't really stream in English that much.
I'm trying to think, what are the long games of 20?
But yeah, the Arbitrary Water, what of these 8,000 action JRPGs do I play?
Did you play a 1,000 Time Resist?
No, I have not played 1,000 Time Resist.
Okay,
I
but
should
put
play
that on there because it's shorter.
I should play that. I have it. I've had it installed for the last 8 months.
Did you finish Frostpunk 2?
Yeah. I beat Frostpunk 2, and then I almost beat just a regular.
Have you played Tactical Breach Wizards?
I didn't buy that.
Oh, okay.
Ragnarok, yeah, I could do Ragnarok. I never played the Engage DLC, or at least the Engage DLC that was not just here. What if we put Hector? What if you could get Hector? Yeah, I could do God of War Ragnarok. I could do Star Ocean 2 Remake or Star Ocean 6. As we all know, Valkyrie Elysium's for the camera. Valkyrie Elysium's for the content.
Did you play Erdtree?
No. Hi-Fi Rush. I should play Hi-Fi Rush. Because that seems like a game I would enjoy.
E-103 Delta. E-104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta. E-101 Beta. Location unknown.
Why don't you play the Mist remaster?
Aboard the egg carrier.
Oh, do you want me to start streaming adventure games again? East 8? Oh.
You don't hate me. I mean...
I could play Monkey Island too.
You can play more of UFO 550.
I could. God. I could play the JRPG inside of UFO 50. Oh. My dad is sleeping in the room next to me, apparently.
Okay, so...
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Crow Country? You played Crow Country.
Yeah.
Squirrel with a Gun?
Squirrel with a gun.
Did you play both of the Korean ass games or just one?
Just a little bit of... Hey guys, just a little bit of Stellar Blade for the...
Okay, what did you think about that?
I thought it played pretty well.
What about the ass?
Her ass is tremendously large.
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
Who's excited for me to finish this tomorrow? I am.
Wait, you're gonna do this tomorrow?
I mean, I could do last story, but what if my dad gets mad at me?
Oh, okay, sure. It's just you're gonna do 1 and the start of 2 then, right?
No, because it's not February yet.
Oh, shit. You're right. Who's harder, dude?
Good, just wait for Avowed to come out.
Avowed looks great, man. I'm excited. It might have that obsidian jank. I bet it has obsidian jank, right?
Yeah.
God, what the fuck is In Exile doing these days? Like, I'm
They're
thinking
doing
about the other.
That not Bioshock game.
God, yeah, the load times on this game were rough, even at the time. CD-ROM technology, it had some pros and cons.
GD-ROM technology.
Oh, right, GD-ROM. Shoot them robots. Fuck them. You got a gun.
But yeah, the thing about Sonic Adventure 2 is they made real levels.
And they're all longer and bigger. And that's actually worse.
Maybe it's better.
Oh yeah, the Sonic levels are great. The non-Sonic levels are worse because they're longer.
What Sonic games do you think I should play?
I mean, I want to see an actual investigation of Heroes. Like, does it actually deserve its reputation? Yes.
Even as a child, I wanted to be Spunk.
Yeah.
Or I could play Metaphor.
Hmm. But you don't like good games. Well, what are the Eurojank games or the jank games that we're excited about in 2025?
Fall 2.
Yep.
Giving early access.
The Gothic remake that won't have any goddamn input by Piranha Bytes.
And I'm not excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Not just because the guy who's the head of that studio is a weirdo. Nazi.
Maybe more Stalker 2 stuff.
Oh yeah, who knows?
God, it sure is something that they sold Greedfall 2's early access for 40 fucking bucks. Oh. Goddamn spiders. God bless you people.
The last vestiges of Eurojank.
I mean, they really are, because everyone else has gotten competent. And that's the scary thing, is that Steel Risings was average. It was jank. It scared me to see them make a game that was relatively smooth and workmanlike. And just kind of boring.
Yep.
Souls-like French Revolution robot thing.
That is
Just
somehow
being
kind of
that.
dull. I mean, I'll probably play Monster Hunter. I probably won't play Civ 7 at launch.
E105 Zeta.
Oh no, it's not going to even have half the things that make Civ 6 good.
E105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining. Gamma.
Robot is contemplating his own death.
Mm-hmm.
Beta.
That makes it deep.
Yeah.
I guess for people who only played the games, didn't interact with the goddamn cartoons, especially the ones that take place in the post-apocalypse, and didn't read the comics, I guess Gamma is the first, like, dark storyline in a Sonic series.
Yeah, after 12.
I remember the ending twist with, like, what happens with Gamma being kind of, like, fucky with my brain. It's a burb trying to free their friends. So I guess, is the implication that Gamma is the little bird inside and
Yeah.
the robot itself has no personality, or
Yes.
is...
I believe
So it's
that-
just the bird, right? So there's no Gamma that's not the bird,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Mission complete.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm.
I'm the robot too.
You're the robot too. Oh shit.
I cannot skip these credits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You are
so
deep.
I'm
He
gonna
contemplated death. Yes, next time.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, tomorrow.
Like
Sounds
something
good.
else, 'cause it probably won't take more than like 30
BioLizard is a motherfucker, but yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
perfect chaos.
Oh, right, it's Perfect Chaos. I'm thinking 2 again. The game's Blur. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. I might be busy.
Tomorrow,
Bye.
Choku.